Alright guys, this video is probably going to be pretty long. I feel like we did a lot of shit wrong. You can just watch like the first few minutes of the video. But I'm going to start this by showing this new breakout scheme. Not really new, but a very simplified way we can break out as a team. First, let's address what we're trying to accomplish on a breakout. Okay, one, we're trying to pick up speed as we take it into the offensive zone. Or two, trying to beat a man and create an odd man rush. Alright, those are at least the two main things that come to the top of my head when trying to break out. So pick up speed or create an odd man rush. And I guess a third one could be create a one-on-one situation with your better players, better offensive players. Okay, so for example, well, let's go with starting with picking up speed. All right. So if you're kind of just stationary, what I see a lot of people do or on our team, they'll come back and then they'll just hit the brakes. Remember, we have a guy here with the puck, and they'll just hit the brakes. Okay, so that doesn't really help you. You're not picking up speed. All right, so that's useless. So you need to be doing something like this, and then picking up speed. You can go in front of the net. Okay. Come on. Okay. But second, creating odd man rush. So what that means is, let's say your opponent is guarding you here. There's another one here. So if we can create a way in which I pass it here, and you somehow beat him this way or that way, either way, and this guy gets caught behind you, then we can give it to you, and there should be a 2-on-1 somewhere down here. Ideally, this is what we're trying to accomplish on a breakout. If they're pressing too hard, then we should have we not should, depending on how good the other team is, but we could create an on-man rush this way. Right? And if the other team is sitting back where all their defensemen is here, which we see quite often, where they're not forechecking everybody, then technically we have an extra player to pass it to. Right? But by the way, I'm recording this after our game against the Dogs, in which we just lost. And we were talking about having trouble breaking out because someone's always on you. Well, if that's the case, clearly, if someone's always on you, that means they don't have all 4 guys back. And if they do, then we shouldn't be having trouble breaking out. So the counter is you have to try to beat your man one-on-one. Simple as that. Okay. But the reason why we're struggling is because a lot of routes are still pretty damn bad. So let me go over right now. So a very simple thing we're going to do is one guy is going to go behind the net. And by the way, this is after talking to a lot of people about how they run their tournament teams, and it's very similar. There's fortunately one guy, if you showed up to Thanksgiving pickup, who plays at the Long Beach Poly collegiate level. He was telling me all this stuff. So he says all his team does is do this. One guy kind of just goes in front of the net, okay, and breaks out this way. This guy goes this way. And that's it. And then if you don't pick up the puck or I don't pass it to you, you just go in a circle. That's it. Very simple. So these two guys are just going to keep going in a circle over and over. Well, meanwhile, this guy is going to be circling here too. Now, one thing I see a lot, what we're doing too, is one guy's just sitting his ass here in front of the goalie. That doesn't do shit for us, okay? We can't even pass it to you. You have to be moving. You don't even have to move fast. Just go towards a board or read it. You know, you can go up the middle sometimes. You know, it doesn't really matter as long as you're moving. If you're just sitting behind next to the goalie, that really won't help us. Alright, so let me pull up this Reddit thread I saw a while ago. Come on, let me cover the guy's name. Fuck it, whatever. I'm sorry, delete this shit. Okay. So if you read this, alright, you don't have to read all of it, but basically it's exactly what I talked about over and over and over. And this whole video is going to be just goddamn repetitive. I'm going to repeat the same damn thing because we're making the same mistakes, right? So for nubs, sorry man, this is going to be extremely repetitive, but there are some new little nuggets I'm going to throw in there. Alright, anyway, when carrying the puck is that the puck carrier needs 2 types of support. Backside support. What happens if he drops the puck or it's stripped from his stick and he falls? Backside support is there to pick up the puck or challenge the puck carrier, blah blah blah. Front side support, fundamentally the ability to open for a pass. Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, once a player has both front and backside support, the remaining player should move to a soft area on the ice to take up a defensive positioning or attacking position. Okay, so with that soft area means that's what this guy is trying to do. You're trying to find some open ice, okay? So while we figure out a way to break it out here, this guy should be helping. So one of the most obvious times is when we pass it here, and this guy coming across. Okay, this guy is most likely going to be this way. Okay, remember I talked about cross-ice passes and not to do that? Because it's not that you can't. You're going to do that occasionally, but it's harder to make those passes. Right? The worst part is when an opponent kind of sneaks in and picks that off. So a lot of times, this guy can just give that easy board support, especially because our second man is always goddamn late. Okay? And it doesn't matter if it's late. Or not, even if it's on time, it's still good to have this extra guy on the board. Okay, and once you see that pass going, then this guy can peel off or something. I'll explain it more in detail when I show the actual video. Alright, but let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's strap on. It's going to be a long video. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to have trouble breaking out. So good win. We got to run and goes back. Now, right here. Okay, so first, James, what are you doing? So you're in a useless spot, alright? Right when we win the face-off, remember, the receiving zones are here. Alright, and actually, I'm going to pop this thing up a lot because it's easier to see it from a 2D view. But remember, receiving zones are here and here. Okay, below that goal line. If you don't receive it there, you're going to have less time when you get it here, if a guy's in your face. That's probably why you have less time, okay, when we played the Dogs. If you pick up the puck here, you're going to have way less time. Now, that's not necessarily bad if you're good, but if you pick it up down here, you're going to have more time to dangle or whatever, okay? So, hold on. Get rid of this. Go back. And so first, you should have gone, when we won the face-off, you should have already started a route like this, okay? Or towards the board, that's fine too, and coming that way. I don't care. Okay. So, Ryan, you get it, and then you throw it right away, which is probably not good. You have this fat guy forechecking you. Just burn his ass. Another thing I do want to point out that I've explained to other defensemen is, if the guy, as much as the guy starts forechecking you and he's on this corner, you need to go to the opposite corner. If you just sit there, yeah, then he's gonna come up and you're gonna run out of room. Okay, as he goes the other way, then you shift the other way. Go on the opposite side of the net. Very simple. Alright, so anyway, so you pass it to James, and then yep, he gets a little tough pass, and you're too far now. Now remember, the reason why, damn it, dude, I should just leave this thing up. The reason why receiving zones are here is because if you're over here and there's a guy right here on defense, we can't pass you. If we try to pass you like tape to tape, he's gonna pick that off because this stick should be in the way. So the only way is to either roll it on the board or bank it. Okay, and that means you're too far. Okay. So we get picked off naturally. Okay, a bit of a scramble, good. And right here, okay, so again, cross-ice pass. Ideally, Derek needs to be making that shorter, cutting diagonally across. This one's a tough pass, too, because Pat's just trying to rush it right there. I think he has to. Guy's getting on him, kind of. I don't know. Come on, let's see it again. See, so you're going in a straight line. You need to cut diagonally, especially because we don't want this guy to pick it off. They're a good player. James, not sure where you should be. Not be much you can do about it. Alright, and if you're going to make these moves, it has to work, okay? Otherwise, we might as well just maintain possession and throw it into the quiet zone, which is back here. So this barely works. And I think the other guy's name is Joe. Their best player. He's a really good player, obviously. Alright, so, yeah, you don't want to do that if you're going to lose possession, alright? That one was really close. Okay, James has the right idea. He tries to throw it down here, except you made like the worst pass ever. He banked it off the board and somehow went to Derek. Okay, it's a mishandle, fine. Good D. Okay, now we're playing man D, right? So we're playing man D. Ryan, why did you do this? There's no reason for you to peel off. Just stay with him. I think our team D definitely needs work too. We keep doing this. Just stay on the man. It's very simple. I don't care for defensemen. Remember, we're gonna get rid of these notions of defenseman and forward. You're gonna play man, so you're gonna stay with him right there instead of peeling back. Now Derek is guarding. Not sure who's guarding who. Fine. So, like I've said before, Derek, you're allowed to help as long as you have your own responsibility, which is fine. If they ever dish it back, just don't let that guy in the back sneak in on you. Okay. And unfortunately, now we're screwed, right? If Nubs is beat by a step, what the hell happened anyway? So we're playing far off them, so we're letting him gather speed. When I play D, I just get in their face from the very beginning. You do have to give them room if they're really good players. Then you have to back off. Alright, but anyway. So remember, your guy's up here. Derek, your guy's way up here. What if I have my highlighter on? Hold on. Okay, good, it's on. Anyway. Let's see. Alright, so unfortunately, James put in a crappy position here. Should he get this guy, or is he just kind of playing a mini 2-on-1 here? Okay. Good. Now, James, where are you going? You need to be the last guy back. So, by the way, I think I've gone a lot better than last year, especially watching those Levator snipers over and over. But, like I was pointing out, we need to always have one guy in that quiet zone, so we can just throw it right back there if we need to. So, James, yeah, you don't want to join him right there. You want to stay back, or at least expect this backhand pass. Okay, and then what's worse is Nubs, he turns around and then throws it back, alright, and which is good. He did get it back, but just remember, you want the other guy's momentum going forward when you throw it back. Because if you curl back and then he curls back, when you launch the puck back, he's gonna try to chase it down and get it right away. Alright, but with that said, this is fine. Okay, so the puck moves that way, and then you should probably just keep moving it that way. Hold on. What the hell happened? Alright, you skated instead, that's perfectly fine, except I think you passed it to Ryan, or you had a couple passes, you had Derek or Nubs right here. Again, we want one guy always back, especially if the last guy is carrying the puck. We want this guy to just go back here. So James, you had plenty of room to skate it, so you should just kept going anyway, or pass it to one of these two. Okay, I'm gonna say you get it to Ryan, fine. Alright, so if you need support, right here on that board. Good idea, but didn't quite connect. It's a wasted possession. And remember, you can always throw it back if you're not sure, or just, I mean, Ryan, you can protect the puck against these weak-ass guys. Alright, so the next thing is on team defense. So again, you threw the puck away, and then you kind of went left. There's three guys on this side. Go grab a guy. Alright, get in their face. If you're a defenseman, you do not have to be behind this damn red line. Get in someone's face. Okay, against a really good team, we will have to play passively, where we have 4 guys back or something, but we'll get to that if we ever need to. Good. Alright, so this is a great play by them. Wait, is this it? Oh, sorry. No, not yet. Alright, and this breakout, or not let's say breakout, but okay, so same deal here. Derek, now this one's a little bit different. You could go diagonally across. I noticed you have a tendency to always widen out, and that's never a good thing. You should go towards the puck. Which reminds me, I'm going to repeat this part too. If the puck is on this side, we should have everybody on this side of the rink. Not always, but as a general rule. So if the guy has a puck here, offense or defense, it's a very simple support concept. I guess it's easier if all four guys are on this side of the, if you split the rink like this. If the puck is on this side, try to have all four guys on this side, and then vice versa. And then occasionally you can have the guy spread out for that wide pass. But in general, it's easier to do this. Right? The passes will be easier as the puck moves to the other side. So it's like here, and it goes that way. Everyone should start moving in that direction too. Okay. Don't do this where a guy has the puck and then you start going this way. They're probably doing something wrong. Alright. So this one is not bad though. I'm saying you could support, but then if you recognize it's a 3-on-2, you could go and just take your one man because this is a 3-on-2. James beats that guy because he's lazy. So yep, this actually works out pretty well. Nub's very good. See, he always passes, or he always hits the correct guy on a 3-on-2. On a odd man rush, just simplify and hit the open man, and that's exactly what he did. Simplify means then you can just go in a straight line. You don't have to go cut diagonally and stuff. Alright, so this is what I mean. Anchor, you're too far. Too far. Just get in the guy's face. Because now, Nub's doing a good job for checking the guy, but then he has an easy pass to back to this guy. We want to play so they can't breathe, especially if the team's not that good. Damn it. I'm sorry, the video keeps doing that. Throw it down low. Throw it down low. This is... Okay, this one's okay, actually. Yeah, you banked it off the board. As long as you have it. Alright, alright. Now, waits the 3-on-2, okay? Same deal. So, Nubs banks it, and then he beats his guy. But, Nubs, you're probably just wasting your effort because you're not going to get the pass anyway. Let's not waste his effort, and let's give it to him. Okay. Now, if you have a good shot, go ahead. I can't tell if that's a good shot or not. But Nubs is wide open. Wide open for a shot in the slot. Okay, so okay, we made a line change, and this guy's left wide open right here. That is not good. That's our defense. We need to get in his face. Alright, so we have one guy left over there. Fine, we're going to make a change. Not the worst thing in the world, as long as we know who's picking up who. Now, unfortunately, this is pretty much a 3-on-2. So we stop it right here. Let's see. Anchor has sort of these two guys. The thing is, Roz is just getting off, so he has to hurry up and pick up a guy. And it's kind of tough. Technically, what this guy should do is all he has to do is cut in front of Roz and just basically box him out. And he's going to be wide open. But fortunately, he's not good enough to do that. Also, fortunately, they're not good enough to really execute this. But this was a clear-cut 3-on-2. Give it to this guy, and he's on his own. Okay. The shot's off the wall. John, you should probably just go right back right away. It's similar to on offense when we shoot it and the puck goes around. But once it goes around, he needs support. Like, if the guy's on his ass even more, John, you need to just be down here so Roz can just throw it right away. Alright. Okay, but you opt to give him that side, fine. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about, where you want to be on the other diagonal. Because that guy's starting to creep in on this side. It's too late to pass it, John, now. You have to do it earlier, or you should probably just skate him if he's going to forecheck you like that. So that's what I'm talking about, being on the opposite side of the net. And I think we cough it here, leaving this guy in the middle open. Fortunately, it sort of works out. Hold on, let me see where Anchor was. Okay, I can't tell what's going on back there, so I don't know if your route was right or not. Alright. The other thing, too, is Anchor, you got a headman right here. Headman. Headman it to me. Let me beat the guy. Let me beat the guy, or, I don't know, make a move around him. But you're essentially you're taking me out of the play by doing this. Where you're shooting, and suddenly I'm still wide, and I can't do anything anymore. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna keep reversing. Right. Looks okay. Okay. This next part's hard to tell what happens because we have the puck on offense often. But okay, so right away. All right, that's fine, Rajon. This guy, just remember, once he dishes back, this guy, you cannot let this guy cut in on you, okay? Because ultimately, that's your responsibility, Raj. You can switch to John, but you better tell him. Which reminds me, actually, we should go into face-off assignments real fast because clearly we keep doing this on our fucking defensive zone. We always line up like this, and as I advocate over and over, I want this guy over here. All right? If you don't do that, fine, but you better know who you're getting. Oh, sorry. So I remember Derek and I were talking about this our last game, but the problem is, if we lose, you need to know what to do if you lose and if you win. Alright, the reason why I don't like this is if you win the puck this way anyway, these two guys are going to collapse on you, so you're relying on this guy's skill to just go right through them. I hate that shit, okay? You can't do it. Don't get me wrong, you can't do it. But if you lose the face-off, what needs to happen, especially the worst is when it happens to him. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to fucking go to him if I'm this defensive. I'm going to sit here with this guy. So, whoever takes the face-off needs to go to this man. This forward needs to go to this guy, our defensive hero, pick up him, and I'm going to pick up this guy. But if they win a clean at him, the problem is that guy's going to have a pretty open look if he gets a good, win right on his tape. So if you line up like that, you better know where you're going. That's all I'm saying. It's not that you can't line up like that. You better know your assignments. Alright, if we line up like this, damn it. Hard to draw with the mouse. If we line up like this guy is going to cover here naturally. He goes here, he goes here, and he goes here. Alright, that's if we lose the face-off. If we win the face-off, like we always draw it back, this guy is going to curl towards the board. Usually he's going to curl like this, so he can pick it up right away. Right, and you don't want to be out here, because if you're out there, the defense is going to be in your face when you get it. And that's not bad. If he does that, technically you just throw it right back down. Okay, so that's about it. I forgot to go over what happens if we win on offense here. Like I always advocate, but hardly anyone listens. Don't win to the middle of the ice where our goalie is. You always want to win it toward the board or straight back. I guess if we win the face-off, I guess that's the defense in going here. Alright. So again, I advocate doing the other way, but alright, whatever. I mean, if we're not going to change the way we're doing, then at least know your assignments. Okay, anyway, let's play on. Okay, good Hitman. Now this is a force, alright? That's a force. It's like, oh shit, I better just get... Someone's getting on my ass. And he is getting on her ass pretty fast. So what's the best solution? Because you got nobody. You kind of had nobody. You didn't have much of a chance. You throw it back. You throw it into the quiet zone. That's why ideally we need to have someone always back there. Is that me or Anchor who should have it? Yeah, I'm trying to join up the rush. Okay, I guess it would be Anchor. But you want to start moving towards that board. Right. Okay, and same deal. Anchor, once you pass to me, I need you to sit back here. I need you to sit back here because I'm exposed. And we're gonna always have one guy back there. Alright, with that said, this is a pretty good breakout. You could have dished the Anchor right away if you want. You don't have to. Sort of a 3-on-2. Alright, it's hard to tell what's happening here because obviously we have the GoPro up. Okay, good job getting your man right here, Anchor. Very nice. Okay, find a man. Good. Looks like we're sort of running around, but we found someone. And keep in mind, I'm playing forward this game, alright? Even though I'm playing low. Because like I said before, just stay on the man. Again, I need someone back here. I need someone back here. Okay. Not sure. Yeah, okay. So, the puck is right here. And you give the pass to John gets it. So, you have a couple options. One, you can cut in, or you could just sit there. You could sit there so John has a pass. The one disaster is if John doesn't really have a shot and he has to like force it through like 10 bodies and he gets blocked, then we're fucked. Okay, the other thing John can do is just dump it to no one. But that's why I prefer to have someone on that board still. So once you pass, and the other guy's going to be in front of the net instead. Okay, yeah, see, so he has basically no board support, so he has to get that on net. So Nubs, if you see that he has a shot, I guess it's okay to cut in like that. But John, you better shoot it then. and he did. So that worked out. But too many times I see that there is no support there. And no, that's not the slashing call yet. Alright, so this was a disaster on defense. So this guy's pretty good because well, sometimes he makes the correct hockey play. So look at this. There's two guys on him, which means we did something wrong. If there's two guys on you, somebody is probably open. Boom, hits the open man. Now, unfortunately, that guy just isn't good enough to execute. Okay, but textbook, that's what you're supposed to do. Alright, this is a good time to make a one-on-one move. Try to beat the guy. Alright, you took a shot, okay. Not too much to say about this segment. I think just Nevs makes a good defensive play. So right here, Nevs picks this guy off. That was close though. Picks him off, and that ultimately leads to this goal right here. That's why you cannot cough it up in the defensive zone. All right, good job, Nevs. Okay, we sort of win. Well, gotta chase it down. Whoops. Whoops. And the guy still gets the shot off. Amazing. Alright, so I understand this. Yeah, the guy's pressuring you. You gotta throw it somewhere. Ryan, that's where you gotta talk. You're not too vocal. That's you all the way. Call for it. You're in a good spot. Like, you went behind that. Just tell reverse, reverse. Alright, so James can't blame you. You gotta get rid of it. So, you gotta pick away. Oh, God. Good. Except, oops. Okay, again, stay behind that net. As Ryan's calling up, he has to be able to throw it to you. That said, you didn't have much going, so that's one of the few times I would advocate a one-on-one move, and well, it's against a decent guy. Okay, he makes the same move. Did you get past him? I can't tell. Okay. Alright, so you'll notice this. This is what I mean by playing man. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out who Nubs has. So I see that Nubs has this guy. So now it looks stupid because I don't help. Technically, I can help him a little bit as I'm swinging across, but I don't want to get in Pat's way either. I want to make sure she knows to stay on that guy. This is where I'm not going to do some dumb switch. Alright, so you'll see me just kind of turn my back and make sure I go to this guy. That's what you guys need to do. Just pick a damn hand, right? You don't have... Like, if we both go on him, I know it's going to get dangerous, because I don't know if we're both going to stay on him, or Nub switches off, or whatever. So I'm making a conscious decision to not really help out here and to trust Nubs to stay with him while I get my man. Right, so just very little thing here. So look, I'm on that side, and yeah, it looks stupid, but yeah, I'm just going to go straight to that guy. And unfortunately, it kind of backfires because Nubs just pick it off, and I could have had a breakaway. Unfortunately, that guy makes a good play both ways. If I was a real finesse player, I would have stopped and then just walked all the way around him. Okay, back check. I know my guys are back here, but I'm going to back check hard. Okay, take the puck. Thank you. And technically, I probably should have stayed back there, so thanks, James. I think he covered for me. Good. Ah, almost. Okay, we have full control. Now you'll see me purposely go out. I'm going to be the one out guy. I don't want all four of us in the zone. James, but you got to control it. I got to trust you to control it, right? If you... like I said before, as that guy starts creeping in, you need to start going towards this corner right here. Okay, just move a little bit, and then you can take off. That way you don't have to like rush this pass right here. Okay, and then if it was a slightly better pass, could have got it. And you'll notice me, I'm watching. I'm going to that board because I see the plays going in that direction as well. Not just standing in front of the damn goalie. Okay, good. Raj getting this guy good. I'm going to stay with Joe here. Now, I think that's Ryan. Yeah, I think that's you. So your man starts going in. Just follow his ass. Don't let him breathe. Okay, shit's getting confusing. You guys like switching and stuff. Like why? See, this is where stuff gets confusing. You guys are just confusing yourselves. Just pick a man and stay with him. So it looks like there's a switch. Fine. Okay. Okay, and I remember this play. So James, box that guy's ass out. So this is a little more advanced type of play, but so this guy's here, and you're like kind of like here. What you're gonna do, and I have the puck somewhere around there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come in and get inside position, and you're gonna just let him run into you. You don't want to go and like go out, and let him go on the inside of you, okay? Or you don't want to do this either. You want to just cut in and then just start pushing him. You don't push him back, but with your legs, you're gonna prevent him from just running through you, okay? That look confusing, but once you have the step on the guy, you're going to use your legs to basically just... You don't even have to go fast. You just slow down, and the guy basically has to just truck you completely to try to get through you. Okay? What you don't want is for him to just... For you to just keep curling that way, and if he gets to the inside position. It's hard to tell what the hell is happening here. Okay, but watch. So you have a step on the guy, and then you slow down. Yeah, so he kind of runs into you, but then you keep going wide, alright? This is where you want to force yourself on the inside. Okay. Alright, again, this one's going to be tough to see what's happening. A lot of plays in the offensive zone. Okay, now, remember, I always need, once someone's on a board, we always need support on both sides. Alright, so I have the puck here. If you're the guy just sitting here, if you're covered, like if there's a defenseman right in your face, just move over. I want that pass back here, especially if someone's on me. It's going to be hard for me to just shoot right around them. So in this case, I just give it to the second option, the point. Alright. Okay, so the same thing happens here, right? So I get the puck, and I notice there's no support back here. Because, is that you, Roz, in front of the goal? Yeah, you got to get behind the net. Anytime the shot is wide, so we need one person to get the puck and the other person to go behind the net. And Anchor, you got to react. You should know that's the only support I have right there. I put him in a tough position to race for the puck here. Now, His being pressured, okay? So, John, in this case, we definitely need you along a board. Okay, not and you're not gonna do like this middle to out breakout because he's being pressured. Okay, any pressured breakout, I know I haven't discussed it much, but any pressured breakout, we need both forwards along the board, or doesn't have to be a forward either. Yeah, and, I mean anchor, you can't do anything else. He's got to throw it there. Okay, find a man, good. Okay, so this 3-on-2 is real blundered 3-on-2. So if you guys recognize 3-on-2, again, let's simplify. All right, hold on, let me see where anchor was. But come on, like maybe you can't even tell it's a 3-on-2. That's fine. So I'm the trailing guy, so it's gonna be hard for me to catch up to the play. Once Derek takes the left or anchor takes the left side, Raj, you should try to cut to the right. Alright, I guess the second option is you slow down and let me try to get that. But I feel like I'm kind of far from the play, but let's see. Yeah, I guess that's what we tried for. But if you're gonna do that, fine. But you need to slow up even more then. So, because what's gonna happen is I'm going to take my man, and then hopefully you're the wide open guy. Okay, so I can't tell where I passed it. If it was even a good pass, probably wasn't. By next game, I'm shadowing this fucking guy, dude. I've seen enough of him. Actually, they have butters too. Jeez. Okay. Alright, skipped ahead a few minutes. Last couple minutes are not too much is going on. Actually, I should do that more often to save time. Alright, I can't even tell where the puck is exactly. Okay, not sure how that guy got I'm not sure what's going on here. That guy shouldn't even have a step. Like, why aren't we in everyone's face? No, I'm unfortunately, or I'm sorry, Nubs. You think you caught him after? Okay, good. Okay, and James, you do this a lot. Like, you have the puck and your head is down, okay? You gotta look up when you're passing. Seems like you kind of panic passed. You just flung the shit out of it, and it's behind him. Alright, good D. I hope you got a man, Derek. Man's a white helmet. And that was really dangerous. As soon as you got here, I don't know, I think you should probably just bank it to Nubs here. But that was damn, that could easily get picked off. Alright, so this is good here. This is what you guys should do more. No shot, then don't force it. Good. Okay, he needs support on that board. I don't know who should be there, but it doesn't matter. Someone should be. Oh, okay. I mean, she was trying to get there. I think Derek just shot it right away. Remember what I said about shooting inside the house, by the way. Shoot inside the house. If you're gonna shoot outside the house, make sure there's someone in front of the net or someone to get a rebound. Okay. If you don't know what the house is, I'm not gonna explain that again. I'm sure most of you know it. But just don't put up this shitty shot that's gonna get blocked like 100% of the times. Or near 100%. Blocked or saved, I should say. Okay. One thing I want to say about this is that this is why I take it back though, in that So you do this move. Yeah, that's fine. You know, then you gotta beat like 3 of these freaking guys. Now, credit to you, you can do it, but the reason why I take it back is, I don't know, I feel like it's putting a lot of pointless effort. Plus, I don't know if I can beat all those guys, but, I don't know, just some food for thought. Alright, so this is the last part of the first period. Oh shit, hold on. Okay, sorry, this is the last part of the period. May or may not edit that out. I hate editing this shit, so probably stay in. Alright, so this is great. It's almost like a 4-on-4 power play here. So again, you're that guy in front of net. Just don't sit your ass there, alright? You're gonna probably give a support on the board, most likely. The key is to screen goalies and roller. It's usually gonna be skate bys, not parking in front of the goalie. It's usually gonna be a skate by. According to my higher level teammates, or really high level, I should say. Alright, hold on. Yeah, according to my really high level teammates, says it's a waste. It's a waste because you need all guys moving. So here, I mean, I'm not sure if you need it to go back, but it's fine. If you don't like what you see, that's fine too. Alright, so I mean maybe that's just an argument Derek's making that we're doing that too much. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Now you notice Raj here. You're just sitting there the whole time, alright? We need you moving. I don't care where. Move somewhere. Okay, now, the reason why this is going to be really important here, alright? So once you headman's that way, you want to start moving that way. You want to find any open space. You can technically, if the open space is here, that's fine. You know, that would be one of the few times I don't mind a cross ice pass where there's, you know, completely nobody there. Give me board support. You just got to move. You can't stand in front of the goalie. So anytime someone does this, see, this guy's guarding me and he peels off. Somebody's open, and that somebody's going to be me. Remember, this is what you guys aren't supposed to do. If you just follow the pass like an idiot, that means defensively you're doing something wrong, and that means someone's wide open. So once I dish that off to you, if you could just like instantly pass it back, because you should recognize, oh, he went to you. You know, boom, right there. All right, any way you can. All right, remember, give me a cycle option. Give me a cycle option. I didn't cycle it because I saw you took off, so instead I threw to John. Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't know if I had a diagonal pass to you, John, like right there. I can't tell, but if the guy's stick might have been in the way, and I don't want to risk it. So, alright, so this is where it's going to be important. So watch Raj right here. Alright, now this should have been, this is why we break out the way we do. So we had the forwards coming back, perfect. Now this guy freaking hauls ass to catch Anchor. Okay, now actually this is perfect, Anchor. I should have gave it to you. I just thought that guy in yellow was on you. So you pass it to me, you cut across, perfect. And I should just backhanded it. You can call for it too, you know. I mean, I never hear you guys. So yeah, that pass 100% should have been an Anchor. Now, however, this is key. So this guy fucks up right here. Right, Anchor, you have him beat. Now, this is where we need to utilize the breakout. Odd man rush. Now, we have Raj here. Oh, good. Are you going to the board? Kind of. But John, yeah, so you gotta start yelling at him. You gotta call for it or something. But John has got to throw that to you. Okay. I guess you're kind of in the right spot. Go more to the board though. Yeah. So he launches to you and basically anchors by himself now. 2-on-1. That's what the breakout's supposed to be. That's why we carry it back to draw them in. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you carried it up and then you got picked off. Unfortunately, so. and that led to their goal. So, man, this is why I don't like skating backwards. Technically, I should have kept skating backwards and follow him, but because I turned around like that, he got a half step on me. I did catch up to him, though. It's not like he was going to burn me, but he put up a good shot right away. Okay. And that's pretty much the end of the period. Yeah, there's a little bit more. I don't think it matters that much. Let me check. Yeah, I'll just play through. What the hell? It's only a few seconds. Geez, well, they almost got a shot here. Geez. Yeah, they did get a shot off. Okay. Alright, let's end the period. See you in the second period.